This series is presented by Verizon, who are honored to give more to those who give the most.
Well, you young Americans.
Dear young Americans.
If I had advice to give to young Americans today, I would say,
the future is going to be in your hands.
Dear young Americans.
Find some way to serve your community and your country.
Dear young American.
Make sure that you are physically and mentally strong.
From the day of the action for which you receive your medal, is there one thing that stands out for you a lot?
I know sometimes in combat situations you have people that say, well, I don't really know how well I would do in combat. Well, everyone is generally going to do very well, and really not something that you have to concern yourself with too much. During the action that I was with in Vietnam, I think the one thing that stands out to me is how well my 18, 19, 20-year-old Marines, how they responded to an overwhelming attack from the enemy. It was their performance and their training and their concern for their fellow Marine. In fact, I owe a lot to all of those Navy corpsmen and Marines, and that's probably why I'm still here today. My advice to every young person is that you want to get as much education as you possibly can, because the more education that you have, the greater options that you have later on in life. Life goes by very, very quickly, and there's been a number of things that over the course of my life that I've decided those that are important and those that are less important. Sometimes you have to make a different decision from the one that you originally made. For example, in my case, where I said I was initially going to be a teacher, well, I found out when I was student teaching, maybe this teaching business was not for me necessarily. It was something that I did not have the passion for. I eventually signed with the Marine Corps and subsequently stayed in the Marine Corps for 30 years. And I guess the point I'm making is really this, that the one thing that I think we have to remember is that regardless of what we do it to the best of our ability. The most important thing that I found that I could do in life, and probably one of the most difficult, is that you try to do the right thing wherever possible. With the world situation that we have today, doing the right thing is not always easy. Every day is going to have its test, and I think every time we fail to do what we know to be is right, we're certainly going to weaken our character and weaken the character of this great country that we live in. It's worth every sacrifice that we can make to live in the United States.